What's going on, y'all? Polar Barbarian here. I found my lighter. So I just did that. I just put out a video about doing doing buckles and straps, and it was all using normal leather. What I have in front of me is actually Biothane. This is a nylon strap that is covered in a vulcanized rubber. Now, H&B is having they're cutting down on people using non-historical things. They don't want us using 550 cord. They don't like tape anymore. And they're probably going to help me about doing this. But this stuff holds up a lot better than leather. It doesn't rip out nearly as badly, and it works almost the same. It's just a little bit more finicky to work with and to really make it come out right. Now, this stuff is actually pebbled and textured to look kind of like leather. The cheaper stuff looks really plasticky and crap. So look for a better Biothane. Like, look at it close up. Make sure you see it. And they make all kinds of different widths. So like, this is engineered to be this width, and this is actually engineered to fit my buckles. So basically, it works the same way. We're gonna cut it and do everything like that. I'm gonna go over a little bit usage real quick. I'm gonna make this a little bit of a quicker video. Now, I use my nippers to do this because they're great and they cut stuff real good. So, since it has a nylon strap in the middle of it, and one cut, there we go. So, it's got this nylon futson in it, okay? You actually need to, when you're doing this, you fuse it. If you've ever worked with nylon rope, you know how it gets all spindly at the end of it and crappy. I just do that. You don't want to heat it up too much. You just want to heat it up enough where you can melt the ends down. By the way, if you've ever worked with 550 cord or anything like that, when you do this and you heat it up and you melt it down, I lick my finger and just run it across the end of it so it keeps your finger from burning up real bad, because this stuff is plastic. It will stick to you and burn the crap out of you. So, main thing about this stuff is that since it has that nylon in the middle of it, it's actually a little bit harder to punch holes and cut strips in it. So these are really strong hole punches. They can punch holes. This is a full steel piece, and it cuts holes really good. But when you're using like regular hole punches where you hammer it down and everything else like that, they will leave this chunky, goofy stuff in the middle of it. And you'll get more of the nylon cording in there. Now, one way to make it a little bit more seamless, so nobody can come back and say anything about, oh, you got nylon cord and everything like that. Like, this is if I'm gonna put this like buckle on there or something stupid like that. I take a small, very sharp razor blade, and I usually go down the sides and I cut it so it has a cleaner shot, and it also cuts all of the little nylon strips on the bottom end of it. We just want to clean up that hole, and you want to make it so it doesn't have all this extra crap in it. Like, you see all this junk that I'm pulling out of the middle of it. Like, that's all the nylon strapping in the middle of it. Now, if you don't fuse it and you just leave it the way it is, it's going to look messy and it's going to look crappy, and somebody might go, oh, it's not a real leather strap if you're going overseas and you're doing H&B. If you're here in the States, they usually don't get too crappy with you about it. So, we've cleaned out, we've made our hole a little bit bigger. There we go. So we still have all this little fuzzy crap in there. Usually what I do is I fold it over like this, and I run my lighter in there, and I just smooth it back down. This actually seals the nylon strap, the cut that you've made. It actually seals the hole so it can't get any more, can't get any moisture into it or anything like that that'll actually make the strap blow up or anything like that. You just do a little bit of that, you run it over it like you're fusing the end of 550 cord. And it works the same as leather. You run it through there, you put this through here, make your slot big enough where you can actually like fit the keeper through it. Make sure you put the slot far enough down so it'll actually go enough. And from there, I could rivet this and just make a strap like normal. This stuff or make a buckle like normal. So this stuff's really great. I enjoy it. If I ever get yelled at by an HMB guy, I'm just gonna go, can you really tell? And you really can't. It is what it is. I'll probably get a bunch of hate on this just because of that. But Biothane, I'm slowly replacing all of my straps and buckles with Biothane, just to make life easier, and so I don't have to keep going back and forth fixing stuff. Stuff is great. It holds up well. You can use the same rivets and burrs with it and everything like that. It's just a really great product. I've enjoyed using it. but it does. You have to trim it out. You have to fuse it with the lighter. You have to do all that extraneous stuff. But the extra effort, I think, is worth it in the long run. And if you're just going to be doing stuff here domestically, slap it on there. It's not really gonna hurt you. And the worst they can do is tell you to replace the strap. And if you've been watching these videos, you know that you can just replace the strap. It's an easy enough situation. I did it in less than 5 minutes. Um, I want to thank everybody for being around, watching these videos, paying attention to stuff. If you're still watching in this 6-minute video, 7-minute video, thanks. You guys are actually really killing it. You stick to the end, hit that little bell notification there in the bottom corner or somewhere like that. You know what? Give me a like, comment, subscribe, all that junk. Pretty much doing the standard YouTube stuff. So I just want to give you a real quick rundown on this Biothane thing. It's real strong, real tough, and that's kind of where I'm at with my gear. I'm like, I want to find the toughest stuff to make me have to repair it as less as possible so I can fight more. Sometimes you get a little burned out because you have to I have to go back and fix everything, or I've got to fix all these straps, and you just don't want to do it. And then you go, oh, I want to go fight, but my armor's not fixed. Fix your damn armor. It's important. I want you all to be safe out there doing the thing. We got a lot of things coming down the pipe. We got new t-shirts. Check out those. They're in the Linktree description below. All that kind of stuff. And I'm ready for a good spring. I'm ready for the coof to calm down. We'll be doing some more live streams with Alex and Ringo, talking about some stuff. And I'm definitely going to be having a lot of fun working with Mickey, being the bot and sword and board champion. I'm going to work with him and work on building up his skill set. And building some good strategies to take to Botan and to come home with medals, representing the USA. So, I want y'all to have a good one. Stick around. We're going to have more stuff coming out on the channel. And namely, get vicious or get the fuck out.